Hello, and welcome to another Ask a Foolish Question video. I am editor here at the Motley, Sam Robson, and with me today is Chris Nials.
Good morning, Sam.
Now, Chris, you're holding something there, and I'm going to have to get you to explain.
I am, Sam. Well, this is basically my heavily guarded and very much protected money box. In this money box contains my entire life savings, and I'm actually going to use these savings to start investing. But what worries me, Sam, is I'm not 100% sure if all the money in here is actually worth investing in now.
Okay, well, coincidentally, we've had a question come in from one of our readers, Phil from Wiltshire.
Thank you, Phil.
He wants to start building a shares portfolio to supplement his pension. Now, luckily, he wants to start investing the foolish way. That's foolish with a capital F.
Excellent.
So he wants to buy high-profile, dividend-paying shares. So, at the moment, he's signed up to a broker, and he has 3 stocks a month, and he's able to afford, a minimum of £20 each one.
Yep.
However, the broker charges around £20 per quarter, and he's wondering whether this is a bit too much.
So £20 a quarter. So what you're telling me, Sam, is Phil's actually paying around about £80 worth of fees.
Yep.
For £720 worth of investments.
That's the one.
So if my maths are very quick, which tentatively they're not, that works out at probably around about sort of 10, 11% maybe.
Yep.
Which for me seems a little bit high because I have the pleasure and privilege of working with Mr. David Quo. And one of Quo's mantras has always been to try and keep your broker fees below 2%. And the core reason for that is really the higher you pay in commission fees, the more you've actually got to make back on your investments before you actually start turning a profit. So the lower you keep those fees initially, the better and more richer you're going to come out at the end of it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So basically, if instead of paying out those interim payments, what you're better off doing is to save up, create a cash pile of around £400. If you can afford to do a little bit more, maybe to about £500, and then buy one of these high-yielding, dividend-paying shares.
Absolutely.
In one chunk. So then that 2% that we referred to earlier, that's about £10. That equates to about £10, which is your typical trading fee.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, well, thank you very much for that, Sam, and thank you, Phil, for coming in with your question. For those that are interested, there's about 96p in there, so feel free to email in any suggestions where I should put that. If you do have any other investing questions, please do email them in to foolishquestions@fool.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining us.
Fool on.